Good morning, everyone, on May 4th, and we have a force to be reckoned with today. We have with us, who are you?
America's SuperMom, LaChelle Adkins.
And what is the name of your business, please?
America's SuperMom Company.
And what force do you think is the most important to have as a business owner?
I would say the ability to be vulnerable.
Ooh.
Because you can connect with people. They really resonate with your story, and it helps them to get to know you better and build up that trust factor.
And if force was a superpower, what is your superpower?
Listening.
And with that being said, please tell us a little bit about your family.
I have 15 children. 10 of them live at home still. And we have a dog. And let me see. Any other pets? We have a rabbit. My nephew has a rabbit that's here. And that's about it. We have the age of my children are 8 to 32. There's no twins, 9 girls, 6 boys, and they're 18 to 20 months apart.
And if you had to rent a spaceship, how many seats would you want to have on your spaceship?
Probably maybe 500. Because I would love for my family to be there, and then them have friends and all that. So yeah.
Take it away, Princess Leia, aka LaChelle Adkins.
All right. So I am trying to get this to get bigger. Can you guys see my screen?
We can see your screen, but it's small.
How do I enlarge it? It's crazy.
Try actually clicking on it. Is it a Canva presentation?
Yeah, it is, but I don't know for some reason why it's not. Okay, now is it working now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
If you can advance it now.
All right. So you guys see May the 4th be with you?
We do.
Be with your brand. Okay. All right. So happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm excited to be here, and I'm just going to talk really quickly about how we can use things that are trending in order to build our brand. So we're just going to cover 4 things because we're talking about the 4th being with our brand. So this inspiration is from Star Wars, as many of you guys know by now. So I am America's SuperMom. I'm the mother of 15 children. Mental wellness is my platform. I'm all about marketing and media and multiple streams of income. Just like having a large family, everybody wants a different dish. You want to make spaghetti, somebody wants lasagna, and all these different things. So this is why it's important to kind of have different avenues of different streams of income so that you can always have a melting pot of something that interests someone. When we think about putting all of our eggs in one basket, if I wanted to make one meal every evening, I would run the risk of people just not wanting what I made. So this is kind of the same concept when it comes to our business. So there's 4 lessons that we can learn in branding, taking the reins from Star Wars. The first thing is a tagline. What is the tagline that really encapsulates your business or what your mission or message is? That is one of the things that we want to be mindful of. A tagline is important because it's so easy for you to remember. It's something that other people can share, and it really builds a connection with the audience. We can say, May the 4th be with you now, and everybody just instantly recalls that it is Star Wars. So a tagline can really be important. The next thing is community. So having this whole concept where people that are really into Star Wars, they come together, they have Facebook groups, they have all these different things that kind of keep them together in terms of the things that they have in common. They really share little quips about, what the movie is about. I don't know. I haven't even watched it, which is crazy, but You know, they have this little, you know, way of communicating with each other, you know, so community is also a benefit when it comes to thinking about your business. The next thing is uniform, like a dress code. So you see me here as Princess Leia is dressed with the hairstyle, but there are things that are unique to that particular movie. So when you think about your brand, what is that for you? Your brand colors, the way you dress, is it the way that you onboard people? Is it the way that you send products and services to your customer? You know, what is that uniform that really says who you are for your business and your brand? And then the last thing is PR and products. What are some things that we can really attribute to Star Wars? They've got cups, they've got books, they've got calendars. I mean, the list goes on and on of all the different things. So when we think about our business, what are some things that we could have PR and different products? And some of these things can be as simple as if you're mailing out a book to someone, simply adding a bookmark, right? Maybe a small pack of Post-it notes, a pen, right? So these are some of the things that we can think about that really adds that special touch that helps us to be known in our industry. So those are the 4 benefits that we can have when it comes to Star Wars. And just like any other movie, we want to make sure that we do reviews. So we want to be mindful of having something within our ways of communicating with our audiences for how we're doing. We need to get that feedback. So always remembering to go the extra mile and ask for some feedback from your customers. And lastly, if you guys feel like you have some great insights that you would like to share, such as what I've just done with Star Wars, helping us with branding, I would love for you to join me for an interview. So thank you guys so much. And now I'm available for some questions.
Applause, applause. That was a force to be reckoned with. We have time for a couple of questions of Princess Leia, AKA LaChelle Adkins.
I have a question.
Please go ahead.
Beautiful presentation. Wow. Okay. So how do you go about like figuring out colors and stuff like that? Like in terms of like your brand and you know what I mean? There's like, I mean, I love money, like whatever, but I'm not big on green. I love blue and reds and you know what I mean? So
Right.
like you, like the US, I love the US colors.
Yes. So, you know, that is a good question. And so, to be honest, I read a book. I want to say it's Contagious. I don't know if you guys have heard of it before, but it talks about how certain things could be triggers for your audience. You know, like if we talk about masks, people are thinking about COVID, right? Just using that as an example. So when you say green, that's something that you associate with money. So if you associate that with money, a lot of other people do. So when we think about our brand, we want to think about what are some things that spark that mindset for people, because that's going to be less of a hurdle for you to overcome if they already can resonate with whatever image that is. So for me, it's been pretty easy having America's Supermom because of the flag. You know, that's one of the things that I try to associate with. And, you know, so those are the colors that I use. That wasn't what was my favorite, but it has worked for me. My kids, even anytime it's something red, white, and blue, hey, mom, this is America's Supermom stuff, you know, and it may not even be. So you want to think about what's the easiest barrier to entry and helps people to really resonate with your brand. So although green may not be your favorite, but if that's what comes up for you in terms of money, it usually is probably what comes up for other people.
And I'll add to that too, Ravit, is if you think about money they associated with brown and green, that's kind of what, you know, the brown and green is having, say, the dollar sign in the brown, having the green of the earth, but you live in the blue, like you arise, like you take the money to the blue places, to the sky's the limit. So really
That's good.
utilizing your color that you love to be in, though you understand the foundational principles of finances are in the brown and in the green.
That's
That's
awesome.
brilliant, Jeanette. That's
That would make a
beautiful.
very
I
good
was-
logo for
That
you.
was a master class right there. That was awesome.
Ilene, you have a question for LaChelle, and this will be our
I
last question.
I do have a question. LaChelle, I work with a lot of people who are in direct sales, who are real estate agents, who work for a bigger company. How would you suggest that they feel confident, or what would you say to someone who I think it's important they brand themselves in their local community? So are there steps to do that, or guidelines? Or I certainly want to refer a lot of people I know to you after hearing what you're saying, because yeah, because I think that that's something that people are a little concerned about. I'm a part of a bigger company and I want them to brand, I want people to know them. So what would you say there, what would say a couple steps would be, or tips? Or
Yes, that's a great question. And I would start with what their daily routine is. So if there's someone that regularly goes to the local store, for example, really beginning to forge relationships with the places that they go every day. When we think about branding, a lot of people get intimidated because they start trying to do all these things that are not natural. But if you think about where you're already at, the gas station, the grocery store, the bank, start forging those relationships. If you're already there, taking a few minutes to leave some of your business cards or brochures with the brand's manager, introducing yourself, letting them know how you could serve them and things that they may need in the community, and even starting with partnerships for if they are having open houses, for example, maybe they can get some bank brochures for the bank that's in the local area of the open house. Just whatever is actually going to work at that time, because especially now we've got people that deliver groceries, for your grocery store.
Yeah.
So if they had little flyers about, that type of convenient service, maybe at open houses, that could be a start. So that's just kind of what comes to mind for me.
thank you so much.
Excellent,
You're
excellent tips. It's worth showing up to a VTEAM All Stars meeting, people. And at that note, thank you so much, LaChelle Adkins, for being our feature presentator today.
Thank you.